The only thing smarter than Inception is Christopher Nolan himself. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, I haven't gotten to do a video review for Inception yet. Well, that is going to change today. It's a dismal summer of post-production 3D conversions and A-list star train wrecks. Christopher Nolan finally gives us a light at the end of the tunnel. And this light is called Inception. And by far, Inception is the best film of 2010. Right next to Toy Story 3. It's really the only movie worth seeing in the theater. 5 times. In IMAX. A lot of people and critics are saying that Christopher Nolan is the greatest director of the past decade, and I firmly believe that 100%. I mean, following Memento, Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, The Dark Knight, and now Inception, the guy is a beast. He has not made one bad film. Even the 2-minute little short film he made in college called Doodlebug is worth an Academy Award in my opinion. So Inception stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Ellen Page, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Tom Hardy, Cillian Murphy, Ken Watanabe, Marianne Cotillard, Dilip Rao, Lucas Haas, Tom Berenger, Pete Postlewaite, and I think that's all of them. This is by far one of the greatest ensemble casts ever in a film. Christopher Nolan's casting director, John Papsadera, who's worked with him since Memento, is a genius. And Christopher Nolan has a real talent of balancing everyone out in his large ensemble casting so that not one person feels like they're on the screen for too long. The 2 shining stars in this film are Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Tom Hardy, who plays Eames. These 2 guys, it's fascinating to watch Tom Hardy act. He's so good. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt is honestly the next big thing, because he kind of just pulls off that sleek demeanor, con man type appeal. And then he has a major action scene in the middle of towards the middle of the film with a spinning hallway that made everybody's jaws drop in the theater I was in. Inception pulls off so many things, it literally has everything. Not only is it an action movie, but it is a romantic movie, a little bit of humor thrown in there, it's a psychological thriller, it's a heist film, and it's a drama. So when you watch Inception, you pretty much have the whole package. So Inception is about a man named Dom Cobb, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's character, and he's an extractor. And basically him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt, his point man, go around the world stealing ideas from various corporate, businessmen. So Ken Watanabe's character Sato asks Dom Cobb to perform Inception on a significant person, and that's all I'm going to say. The first hour of the film is kind of like the setup, getting everyone together. There's like a half hour in the middle for the emotional storyline development, and the last hour of Inception is one of the most complex action sequences I have ever seen in a film. Literally, this thing goes on multiple levels, and on each one of those levels something really spectacular happens. So Inception is not only better in my mind than The Dark Knight, just because Inception just has a few more points, because Inception is 100% original and Christopher Nolan's idea. The Dark Knight, was adapted from Batman, which is something that was already created, but still The Dark Knight is the greatest superhero film of all time and is second best in Christopher Nolan's library of work. But Inception just takes the gold, and Inception is now the only film to dismantle Saving Private Ryan as my favorite film of all time, and Saving Private Ryan is now number 2, Inception is now number 1. This film is so perfect, it's hard to believe. And you know what? I've given the Academy Awards a lot of time to make a right decision ever since The Lord of the Rings, because that was the last year that the Academy Awards actually did good when the Return of the King swept the awards. That was the last good Academy Awards. Ever since then, it's been a lot of snubs and disappointment for a lot of great films. And Academy, I'm telling you, if you don't, even just a nomination for the movie and Christopher Nolan, and hell, Leonardo DiCaprio, he was so good. I'm never watching you again. I say that every year, but I'm serious. If you don't nominate this man in this movie, that's it. Inception down the line, like 10 years from now, will be a science fiction classic. People will go to that in film schools and just dissect it and say, this is what amazing films, great movies are made of and composed of. And all I can say is that go see it if you haven't already seen it. Hell, if you haven't seen it twice already. I give this movie the full 5 out of 5 gold platinum stars. I mean, something to make it much better than the other rating. And I cannot wait for the third Batman film in 2012. From now on, Christopher Nolan is like my Stanley Kubrick to the kids of the 60s. You know, whenever I see his name on something, I'm going to watch it immediately. I have seen all of his films, from Doodlebug to Following to now Inception, and I can officially say Steven Spielberg's on a different level. Steven Spielberg is up there to like hero idol status, because he actually got me into films and wanting to be a director with his movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. So Christopher Nolan is definitely my favorite director of the past decade and of all time. And so go see this movie now if you haven't, and I cannot wait till it comes out on DVD to add to my collection.